there, this is Kevin with Roguedeckbuilder.com, here with another match with the Battlefield, what are we calling this? Battlefield Thief. Apologize about the match before. I realized that my audio was not working for half of that game, so I'll just do I'll record the part that was, and then anyway, it was versus Mono Blue, ended up losing it, but due mainly to bad draws than anything. So I'll show you the game that I did win in the match, and then hopefully we can play this entire game to its fullest here. This is a very, very interesting hand. If I was on the draw, I'd actually keep this, but I think I have to mulligan it. Just the amount of lands is not good. This is fine. I like this. It's Polymorphous Rush. I don't know how much I feel about this card, actually. It's really cool if they have something worth Polymorphous Rush. That's why it's a 1 of in the deck, though. This, we do need some help. Like, Hidden Strings would be perfect. And a Battlefield Thaumaturge, of course. We've got the Trading Post to start sacking stuff down. So again, I don't know how well this grab and go type build is going to work. I'm thinking that we can actually cut all this and just go back to the regular strategy, because now through testing this, I'm killing people by just the normal, and maybe just like instead of Trading Post, just Daring Thief is fine. It's a way that we can just trade stuff every time it untaps. We don't even need to utilize any spells. So we'll mess around with this. No way I'm going to mulligan this hand. Temple of Epiphany come down. We will put that on top. Oh yeah, we got that. So looking pretty good. With the Battlefield Thaumaturge, we can turn all of our goat tokens into something that he puts out. Temple of Triumph could be a million different decks at this point. Could be the UWR Control. We'll go ahead and just put a Pyromancer out. So again, I'd love to draw into a land here, actually. Looks like a Frostmourne Reader and Ash Cell is probably going to come out. So, Magma Jet. It's going to be the burn, which is going to be a pain for us to beat because we shock ourselves like crazy in this match. Crusader, another Pyromancer. We'll just do another Pyromancer. We'll continue to make him solve these threats, which I'm sure he's burned, so I'm sure he's got a million ways to do so. Wild Guess gets rid of a Phoenix. I have been seeing them using that combination quite a bit because you get to discard a card. Of course, the Phoenix is the card you want to discard. Fortunately, this is looking very terrible for us. I get to get in here for a young Pyromancer. And at this point, I think Battlefield is the right play. Might as well spend our mana. But yeah, we need, with the mulligan and not drawing that third mana source, and a Daring Thief is pretty weak against this matchup. We could be, yeah, we're definitely in a bit of a pickle. And then another dead card there. But Trading Post is something we actually get out versus him is pretty decent, as Gaining Life is awesome versus his deck. Other than he could just beat us down with, a Shatner's Phoenix. Wild Guess another Phoenix into the bin. And at this point, I think he's just going to start skull cracking to get those Phoenix backs. No, he Lightning Strikes off a Crusader. Okay, Detention Sphere is going to be nice for the Phoenixes. So, again, though, once we draw into that third land, I think by 5 draws we can draw a land, but unfortunately MTGO does not want to cooperate today. So, let's see if it's a Helix or something here. A Searing Blood, and there's no way that I can actually save it here. Oh, I could have! I could have saved it. My bad. I should have saved it there. Because I could have Polymorphous Rushed. And given it Hexproof. So here, though, we don't need to... Yeah, we'll burn ourselves here. That's fine. Whoa, not Polymorphous Rush. Daring Thief. Which he's going to skull crack me. Boros Charm me. Yeah, I'm most likely dead here. Lightning Strike. Why didn't he just take me out at this point? And he's going to go for a Phoenix. And 2. So unfortunately, he doesn't go double Phoenix, so I can't desphere them. There's another Thaumaturge. Do I have one more turn? I'm going to try it. But I'm sure like a Helix comes out here. No, okay, so not another Phoenix, but I mean I'm down to a 5. Nothing. There's a mountain. And unfortunately we have to do this. I didn't want to show him anything. I'm dead here. I'm not even going to play this out. I'm dead. So I'm not going to show him anything else I have. Banishing Lane Detention Spheres are really good. Warrior's Helixes are extremely good. Turn and Burns are not good. The Catch and Releases are terrible. The Polymorphous Rush is terrible. The Twin Flame at this point I don't think I need. I don't want the Daring Thieves either. I will bring in the Angelic Accord is a way for me to... And Launch the Fleet's actually pretty good. We'll bring in Launch the Fleets. Hour of Need exiles his stuff, but it puts in 4/4s for him, and I don't know if that's actually going to be beneficial to him. I mean, Twin Flame's better than nothing. Crusader, Barrage of Expendables, it's still a way. I mean, I don't want Catch and Release. I don't want Harness by Force. I need to put something in him. I mean, is Daring, just having, like, creatures... the best way, I think, and I could take his guys. I think just having a creature is better than any sort of Act of Treason or Twin Flame. Maybe Twin Flame is better than another Daring Thief. I think I've got every way to gain life in here. We got rid of the Harness by Forces. Tension Spheres are in here. Pharaoh's in here. I'm thinking this is the best way that we can beat Burn. Yes, I'd like to play first. We got the Bubbling Cauldron. Hour of Need. Maybe I should have taken out the Hour of Need. How many Scries do I have? 2 Scries. I'm going to keep this just for a Bubbling Cauldron. We do need a creature, though. We need a way to generate creatures. So, Temple of Triumph, we need to find a trading post. Put that on bottom. There's a Thaumaturge. But at this point... I'm going to want to be able to cast the Thaumaturge and protect it in one turn. So we're just going to go for another Temple of Triumph. And put that on top. That's awesome versus him. And again, I think we're just going to... play this kind of the safe route here. This can come into play tapped, because I don't want to use the... Yeah, we want to keep up Hour of Need for the Battlefield Thaumaturge, so it's just going to be Bubbling Cauldron, so we don't have to shock ourselves. We have ways to gain life now. He's probably looking like, what the hell deck are you playing? Would not be surprised if I get a rage comment here. So, best card I could actually draw into is Angelic Accord. So see if he puts out nothing here. There's a Banishing Light. That's going to be great. So if I shock myself, I could Battlefield Thaumaturge. No, I could not Hour of Need as well. But I can at least sacrifice the Battlefield Thaumaturge. There's no... Well, I could Twin Flame or... So what I'm going to do here is I am going to not shock myself because it only takes a red. Yes, I'm going to shock myself because I can always get the net up 4 life if I need to. So Battlefield Thaumaturge is going to come out here, and can't Hour of Need it, but I can both Twin Flame and okay, that was actually bad, because I was like, I could Twin Flame and sacrifice, so maybe I just want to Twin Flame on the Battlefield Thaumaturge. But I mean, he can hexproof it. He can kill it anytime he wants. That was a poor choice. I can sacrifice it though in response to anything. I didn't need to shock myself though. So we will sack it to gain 4 life. But I do need to draw into another, because he's going to start beating me down with Mutavaults. Which I will be able to War Leader's Helix one of them the following turn. But down to 20. Still pretty healthy. Another Steam Vents. Don't want to get mana flooded this time. We can deal with like a Phoenix. We can deal with a lot of things here. So this is a pretty good trade. We'll Helix off a Mutavault. Jeez. Okay, well, apparently our deck does not want to cooperate. Just going to keep going the Mutavault strategy. So down to 20, but card advantage-wise, I'm way low. But, I mean, the later this goes, possibly the better. Launch the fleet. Come on. So we got a bunch of our 1-ofs. Oh, I guess these are 2-ofs here. Is he going to Boros Charm me? Magma Jet me to set up his hand. So he doesn't have to draw into any more lands. Puts on bottom and bottom. Just one Acheron Crusader and one Bubbling Cauldron will be very... Or one Young Pyromancer will be very good. That's all we need. To get back in this. See if we can find it. There it is. There is our Young Pyromancer. That's going to be awesome, actually. So, Young Pyromancer here. And I think we'll just keep Hour of Need up to protect it. Or do we Twin Flame? Can we do both? No, we can do Hour of Need and... Well, we can do Launch the Fleet, but that's kind of pointless. He's going to War Leader's Helix me. Okay. That is fine. Chain to the Rocks. Make him target it. So here's where we go Hour of Need. And now he's got to use another spell to, in response, kill the Young Pyromancer, I'm sure. Otherwise, my 4/4 comes out. So you get a 1/1. I get a 4/4. The Chain of the Rocks does nothing. Now we're in pretty good shape. He's still at 4 cards, though, but now we can't do like a Mutavault activation. Yeah, we should be in pretty good shape here. Oh, there's Trading Post. We got the Trading Post combo here. I mean, I could have Banishing Light the Chain of the Rocks to get my guy back, but I think what I'm going to do is just Twin Flame and then launch the fleets. Or we could Twin Flame. Well, I think what I just do is just launch the fleets here. Oh, we'll do a Twin Flame too. So launch the fleet. This will put in more things we can sacrifice. He's going to Lightning Strike that. And Lightning Strike it. So now we can just sacrifice it to gain 4 life. That is fine. So we can use twin... Yeah, we'll just empty that. So he's down to 22, and he's got 2 cards in hand. Again, he can grind me out that Mutavault. But I mean, that's 2 3-damage spells out of the way to kill one guy. And we got the Trading Post combo. What he really needs is like Skull Cracks. And he decides not to do anything here. All right, that's awesome. There's Barrage of Expendables. What we need right now is we just need to put out the Trading Post. And now we have tons of ways to gain life. So Satyr Fire Dancer. Let's make a go. Hidden Strings is okay. At this point, it doesn't do anything. What we're going to do is just Barrage of Expendables. And at this point, I wonder what he is. What is he thinking about this deck? That's why it's called Roguedeckbuilder, Mr. Uncle Search. We play actual decks here. Creative decks. Not cut and paste decks. See here, he's gonna... What are you gonna do here? Lightning Strike me? Okay. And then go that way, which we will immediately eat it to gain 4 life. And that returns an artifact if we eat it this way, huh? So he's going to Boros Charm me here. To kill off a soldier token, which, yeah, I can't do anything about. But I can kill this with a goat. So that's pretty cool. And now he's down to 1 card, 2 cards in hand. Yeah, so his line of play is just going to be to keep attacking with the Mutavault. And that is fine. We'll take 2. And I could gain some life here, or I can make a creature. I think I just make a creature. Go down to a 9. We can discard that at any time. Can't really Banishing Light anything at this point. Hidden Strings is pointless. We just need to find something here. Well, maybe I do want a Twin Flame. No, I'd want a Twin Flame to be able to kill off the... Yeah, that's fine, because I'm just going to block with a goat. And then eat the goat. And he's just gonna concede. He's not dead. I mean, he could draw into, like, actual stuff eventually, but he gets frustrated and concedes. We have a Daring Thief coming up. That's terrible. So again, I don't really know much I could... So I kind of want Turn and Burn just to take care of this Mutavaults. And now that I know that he's got the Satyr Fire Dancer, And maybe even like Aurelius Fury is just better than, again, Daring Thieves. Daring Thieves are bad. Detention Fears are fine. Ephera is fine. Perforos is fine. It's better than these things. Hour of Need actually works surprisingly well, though, so maybe I'll bring in an Hour of Need. And Twin Flames maybe aren't the greatest. I just like Twin Flames because you can go crazy with them. Maybe they're better to launch the fleets. Didn't seem like I have cards out for much long. Ooh, Young Pyromancer somehow got. But at this point, Young Pyromancer is just weak, too. Yeah, Springleaf Drum can definitely come out. Twin Flame will come in. Launch the fleet's just going to get axed. I think this is the best little line of play that we can actually go here. I want to keep this. But unfortunately, we can't keep a one-land hand. Yes, we like to mulligan this. A little bit better, but Mana Confluence isn't the greatest card. Got the Detention Sphere, though, for his Phoenixes. And there's a Trading Post. So this ends up being a decent hand. Definitely put that on top. We need that so we don't burn ourselves. And again, I think I'll just... Did he just keep a one-land hand and not... Wow. He deserves to lose. So, see, it's going to be a Mountain and Barrage. Again, I'm not going to give him anything for the Young Pyromancer. So he's greedy and keeps one land. I take the safer route and not keep the one land, and it looks like it's going to punish him here unless he did top deck land. He did not. Did I just pass my turn completely? Oops! I gave him a free draw because I just passed my turn completely. Yeah, here we can... Yeah, sure, we can throw the Steam Vents out. And Crusader. And if he tries to shock it, I get some value. So I let him back in this game is the problem. Oh, geez, I forgot about... Yeah, I needed that mana. Oh, that's not a big of a deal, though. There's a shock out of the way. And he misses land again in 4 turns. Hidden Strings is nice. And do we think he has another shock here is the thing. What I think I'm going to do here is I'm just going to shock myself. And we'll just get the Trading Post out. So in 5 draws, he fails to draw a land. So I apologize for the disappointing match here. But we'll Young Pyromancer. And Hidden Strings. Untapping here. Yeah, we'd actually just need red mana. And here. Gives us a guy. Yes, yes. Yes, we like to Cypher on the Young Pyromancer. And see if he gets shocked. It does not. And he still doesn't draw a land in 6 turns. I mean, I feel for you. I really do. He's going to tear the Barrage of Expendables. That's a good little thing to come in because it gets rid of my Trading Post. But at this point, I can just start putting a lot of guys into play. Look at those Attention Spheres. I'm going to put another goat attack with these 2. Untap here. Yeah, and untap here. Yes, like to untap. And yes, we like to untap. And he gets his, hey, look at that. There's his second mana source, which he still looks like he can't do much with. There's no artifact in the graveyard for me to kill creatures, so we do need our Bubbling Cauldron. Magma Jet on the Young Pyromancer. Yeah, I have no way to actually do anything about that. So I'm definitely not out of this yet. I think I can get rid of a Detention Sphere to gain 4 life. There's a Warrior Leader's Helix. That's lovely. Need an artifact in the graveyard. There's his 3rd land. So yeah, we're definitely not out of this yet. I think I need to keep everything. I'll make another goat. Gonna skull crack me here. He's gonna wear. Okay. Another Warrior Leader's Helix. And a Young Pyromancer of his own. Yeah, I'll Helix that guy. It seems good enough to Helix. A Twin Flame. Jeez. Twin Flame still at the moment doesn't seem very good. Well, let's keep grinding him down. But I mean, he's definitely back in this game. He's going to go another Young Pyromancer, which I'll just Detention Sphere that one. There's another trading post. That'll actually get back. Trading post and trading post. We have the trading post combo anyway. Which, you know, skull crack me. Magma Jet on me to set up his hand. He gets back his Phoenixes. And at this point, he's going to be able to bottom subsequent lands because all he needs is his 4 lands. But again, I'm going to be able to get back trading post number 2 from my graveyard. Satyr Fire Dancer, huh? That's going to be a good one. I do need to War Leader's Helix that or Detention Sphere that. And he's going to attack in with those, which I can block the Young Pyromancer. And then sack a creature to return back trading post. So I am going to Detention Sphere the Satyr Fire Dancer. He's going to Magma Jet me again, which then kills off An elemental token. Alright. And I'm thinking I'm going to burn myself right now to get rid of the Young Pyromancer number 2. Or do we care about it? I think we're okay. Because I do need those attention spheres for his phoenixes. Yeah, because there's one phoenix. I do believe I kill an elemental. And make a goat token. Another twin flame. These twin flames are really, really bad. So what I'm going to do right now is I am going to Warrior Leader's Helix off this Young Pyromancer, which I'm sure he's got a skull crack for. So maybe I should have done that at the end of turn. Yep, that was pretty silly of me there. So he still could win this is the sad part. I am going to be discarding cards to gain life. Hope he doesn't have another skull crack. Oh, come on! Come on, come on, come on. This is just getting ridiculous. We're going to discard a card and gain 4 life. Twin Flame it is. And he gets another Young Pyromancer. And I'm hoping he puts the other Phoenix out so I can Detention Sphere it. Alright, sweet. So we get both those D-sphered down. But I am going to be taking 6 here. And the guy can still top deck plenty of answers. And I still need to find something relevant here. So at this point, I think I just start using those as fodder. Get rid of both the Phoenixes. So that's nice. Unfortunately, though, when I want to cast another one, but again, Trading Post. I don't need 2 Trading Posts out, I don't believe. So I think I can still safely play this land, though. And any other subsequent lands. So we need the Bubbling Cauldron. And I'll block the Young Pyromancer. And take 2, go to 6. And Mutavault. It's actually really good. And then here I can discard to gain 4 life. Another Twin Flame. This is, at this point, it's delaying the inevitable with the Mutavaults. Again, I need something. Temple of Triumph, it's scries. But at this point, again, I think I need to be able to stop as much damage as possible. And if he's got like a Warrior's Helix left, got a Lightning Strike. And I'll use it now. Gets another token. Ay, ay, ay. Now I wish I didn't take out those daring thieves. Again, it's going to be block here, take 3. I'm going to have to take another damage to put a goat token into play. Or do I sacrifice an artifact to draw a card? Ugh. Oh, wow, that is not good. That is terrible. That we draw into 2 of those. Because, again, we're going to have to stabilize somehow. I think I lose this, which is so sad. Because I lose it to, what is that, a 3rd Young Pyromancer? Yeah, that was his 3rd. And I only drew 1 of my Young Pyromancers. So, Lightning Strike. If I... Whoops. Gain 4 life here. Yeah, I'm still okay. 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I take 7 plus, well, plus his top deck. Yeah, at this point, I don't even know what I can draw into, so... Go down to a 1. And a Banishing Light gets rid of Young Pyromancer finally. But way too late for that. As we die, perfectly die. Yep, that is game. So an embarrassing game loss here where he misses a land forever, and we can't find anything like the young Pyromancer to help us stabilize. Plus he had a lot of burn. Rayleigh's Fury would have been a nice top deck there. Would have been an absolute awesome top deck, actually, as it would have been able to kill everything and tap down his guy. But yeah, it was just too far down. Would have run into a slew of lands there. And this deck does need just some sort of finisher. Like, it'd have to be like more Angel Chords. So I'm going to put this deck to rest and say that it's not quite playable. Again, I wanted to see like a monsters type list. That's like the most boring list in the world to be playing against Burn, as like so many of our cards just don't interact with them. But it is what it is. This has been Kevin with Roguedeckbuilder.com. Thanks for watching.